Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here, welcoming you back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we got something a little special for you guys. We're going to be taking some computers from Albuquerque, New Mexico to, I forget the name in Utah, I think it's Provo, Utah. We're going to be driving this Freightliner truck that I've driven in the past. However, there is a new skin on it, which is pretty cool and pretty festive for this time of year, so I wanted to rock it. So we got Christmas theme going on here with our truck. It's pretty cool, I must say. I'm really enjoying seeing Santa on the side of the truck there, and then he's on the back as well. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the cab here. We're gonna start it up. Let me ahead. So actually, I need to see something real quick. Is that how you do it? No, it's... Oh, what is it? This and then... No. Well, I can't get my center to work. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Look like we're good to go. We can pull out. So, this is going to be really tight. This thing is really big, a nice big sleeper cab. I figured it'd be nice to drive some sleepers again. It's been a while. Yeah, we're clear there. We're about to have an issue though with that trailer. Yep, straighten it out. I do not know why, but I kind of don't like my seat position. It just feels weird. Let me just change that real quick on you. Let me do that, and let me raise myself up. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's my fault. Call it outdating or distant recording or long time recording, what have you. I figured out what the problem was with my trucks from my last episode, thinking that they didn't have the headlights in them. The problem that was is I had the older version of the model in the game, or well, purchased. And that version, the newer version, comes out with a updated thing to change your headlights. You can have xenon headlights now, which is pretty cool. But in my case, I had to sell my original trucks that I owned already, and I had to just basically rebuy them. I'm just now noticing, and I didn't talk about it, but I'm sure you guys have already noticed and wondered. Yes, that is snow on the ground for the month of December. I am going to be doing some snow. Oh, I'm going to be doing some wrong turns too. Apparently, this was not the road I needed to turn on. It was up ahead a little bit more. But yeah, I'm doing some truck routes here, or truck driving in the snow. Because, one, we don't get snow too often, and two, it's pretty cool to see the mod out there for it, so I thought it'd be fun to enjoy it. I think with this mod, I've never used it before, so I don't know 100%, but I think with this mod, when it rains, it actually snows, so I'm not sure how that's going to look. In fact, I don't even know how my game's going to handle it, because I got real lazy, because I saw it worked, and I was like, okay, I don't have to do anything on my part. There we go, now we're here to the right road. Which it looks clear on the left. It's still clear on the left. He's pulling out. That's helping me out. It's clear on the right. Yep. But I have a few mods in still, like visual mods, and I also have a mod for rain, so it makes the rain look a little bit better. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work with the snow. If it's going to conflict with it or not. We're gonna get on the highway right here, and then we will be on our way. We get to see some more Utah again, getting to enter into Utah. I finally, I purchased the garage in, I gotta scratch my leg there. I purchased the garage in Salt Lake City, so I can go there to test to make sure like certain mods work with the game without it crashing. My whole assumption with mods for this game is, if I can install it and drive it in Utah, then it most likely works with the rest of the game. So that's the reason why I do that. Have to cut it a little bit here. There we go. So I bought the Salt Lake City garage, and Well, I didn't spawn. I purchased this truck and I've started there, and sure enough, it drove around a little bit and worked fine. So my assumption is that it's gonna work just fine with the new mods here. On the highway here. Well, I gotta remember, I'm so used to my truck being set up the way that I want it because I just grab it and drive it again. That looks like this lane's gonna end. Here. Oh, and we actually want that lane, so I look lost as hell. There we go. We'll be turning left here, it looks like. So, didn't have much time to be on the highway. Or we had to get off the highway again. Really digging this snow mod. I kind of want to keep it for a little while because I haven't gotten a chance to use it too much yet. But you guys can let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see snow extended out to January? I mean, I won't obviously rock the Christmas themed truck all the way through it. I'm pretty sure this will be the only episode where I have it, so it'll be kind of a one and done with the livery. But it's pretty cool, needless to say. I do enjoy seeing it. Gets you in that holiday spirit. There we go. Well, hope you guys are having a good week. I can't complain myself. Been enjoying work because it's been a lot slower lately, so it's been helping me out, not going so crazy there. I can actually get caught up on things that I need to get done and be sure to take care of issues and problems as they arise instead of putting them on the back burner. Only drawback to it around this time of the year, because it does get slower for us, because all the open enrollment periods are done for people that have health insurance and whatnot. They're already enrolled for the new year. Is that a lot of people, including myself, take a lot of vacation time to be with family, so it makes it a little bit harder as far as work goes, but it's totally understandable. I mean, I can't be a hypocrite. I'm taking some time off myself. Let me see. My schedule for December is I'm working just my typical schedule, and then on Christmas Eve, I may have to work, but it's still up in the air depending on the workload. And it'll be just a real easy day. It'll probably just be a half of a day and just in the morning to the afternoon, and then we'll be closed before the evening comes. And then I'm off Christmas, and then for the holidays, and then we're also off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day for the holidays, which is pretty cool. But for me, I wanted to use up the remainder of my vacation time at work, so I will be off starting the 30th, and I don't return to work until I don't think I return to work until the 7th or the 8th is the next time I return to work. So I have a good week of vacation. Don't have any plans or anything, just a good break to not be at work. I'm sure a few of you guys have done that before, that take vacations, just kind of hang out, relax, maybe get some things done around the house. That's kind of my idea, is to do some stuff around the house that needs fixing and whatnot, and then also maybe do some get a lot of recording done too in that week. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty safe there. Man, I am really digging this mod. It just, granted, I know Utah and New Mexico and Arizona probably don't get snow, and if they do, I'm not aware of it because I'm not from there. But it's cool to see the snow mod in, regardless. It's nice to see a little change of look to the scenery around us here. So it might not be realistic, but needless to say, it's a nice change to the look and the overall feel of the game. I just hope when, because I mean, obviously people can do it, so I'm sure SCS can do it too. I just hope when SCS comes out with more maps, like if they're up in, like if you're up in the Rocky Mountains, maybe there's the chance of snow up there or something. Who knows? It'd be pretty cool to see. This game, I absolutely love this game. I have loved this game ever since the first time I saw somebody playing European Truck Simulator and I heard they were doing an American Truck Simulator. I was very excited for it. I have never been into trucks before. And just to hear that they were going to make a game that would focus on the American side of it, I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And needless to say, SES, you have completely blown me out of the water with the amount of work that you do, the amount of quality that goes into your game. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I have some mods in my game. I don't have a lot, but without the mods, this game is still very, very detailed and very beautiful. Every time I play it, I always look around. There's always something new for me to see. There's always something like new that I've never seen before, or I maybe saw it once and I just don't remember it. It always feels new. It always feels alive. It always feels accurate. I mean, I don't know how many times I can say how much I appreciate this game and love this game. This is one of those games, like, for my channel, there's probably 2 games that will never leave my channel, no matter how much viewer retention I get with them. This is one of them. Oh, I gotta get over. I'm sorry, coming head on towards the H2. Sorry. Camaro got over and slammed on the brakes. Jeez. But yeah, those 2 games are this one, and I say LSPDFR, but it's not just LSPDFR. I mean, when a GTA 6 comes out, if they do continue to do mods, I will probably be doing a whatever that is mod for policing, because I absolutely enjoy that. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but before I discovered LSPDFR, well, actually LCPDFR, that's when I first discovered the mod. I used to go to, in GTA 4 on my Xbox 360, I used to go to, forget which part of the map, but I would go and steal a cop car and I'd run away so that way, and I'd try my best not to have it damaged. Like, I just try to run away so that way nobody would damage the cop car. And then I would take it, and then obviously I'm not wanted, and then as Nico I would pretend I was a cop and I'd pull into like areas and pretend there was a crime scene or something. It was pretty hard to do, but it was a lot of fun to do. And then once that mod came out, it just pretty much just had me hooked as soon as I saw it. And I shouldn't say when it came out, when I discovered it, because I didn't know about it until I found Bugs' channel with the mod, and then I looked into the mod more and I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. So that type of gaming will probably never leave my channel. That'll probably always be there. There may be breaks from time to time if there's no new mods, or there's really like no like compatibility to be able to use it, but that will still always be here. And for those of you that enjoy American Truck Simulator, this will always be here too, because I always enjoy this mod. I always enjoy driving trucks and seeing all the scenery and the new stuff with it and whatnot. It's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool to show my coworkers too at work. Like, I'll take a picture of my setup here and they'll go, wow, is that a steering wheel? I'm like, yeah, it's a steering wheel. I play this game as best to the real thing as I can, minus the whole shifting and whatnot, and some other little things. As we're Jake breaking our way through town here to get to the speed limit that we need to be at. What time is it right now? I'm really enjoying this weather effects for this time too. Well, it's about to be 12. About to be noon on the dot. Let's see. Nobody behind us, okay. Just waiting for this light to change. That guy's transporting some gas or some sort of liquid. Here we go. Oh, there's the ambulance over there. I've had a few people ask me why I don't use Jazzy Cats mods for the AI vehicles. I thought I covered this before when I think it was the first time I drove this truck over the Freightliner. The first episode I ever did with this Freightliner, I had Jazzy Cat's AI pack in, and I don't know why, but my game just did not like it. And I've had a few people complain about that too, and I think it's just my computer can't handle that mod. but get a lot of frame drops and a lot of lag. Oh, what is this? Okay. Is this my detour? I gotta get over. I got a fire truck blocking something. Yep, I'm getting... Ooh, nasty fender bender. Oh, we're gonna discover something here too on our route. Alright. And before we discover this, actually, yeah, I'm gonna take a screen. Well, let's go ahead and discover this real quick, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick for the thumbnail, and then I'll be right back with you guys here. Looks like it's gonna be a recruiting agency. They'll be able to hire more drivers. Yep, it is cool. And we're back. So, got my screenshot. It looks pretty good. It's not like a whole lot or comparable to like somebody that does this professionally, but that's pretty good. I thought I liked it. And captured a little bit of a sign in the background, but tried to focus more on the oh, why am I slowing down the light screen? Try to focus more on the truck livery itself, just because it's really special. Hop out on the outside here so you guys can check it out some more. Probably drift some lanes. I didn't want to. This is what I was afraid of. I was afraid I'd be looking outside and back, and then I'd like rear into somebody and smash them right through an intersection. That's why we didn't get to do that too long. I think on the highway it would have been a little bit easier to do that. 7 Seagulls, medicine, and acupuncture. Always been curious to try acupuncture. If any of you guys done it, let me know your thoughts and feedback on it. I go to a chiropractor all the time just because, I mean, it really does help. Even if you think you don't need it, just getting your body realigned and adjust to its natural position to be able to heal and whatnot is pretty comforting, let me tell you. I've noticed a big change in my health since I started going, and I've been going for about maybe 3 years now. And it's been great. But my dad used to go, but then he has a valid point too. He's like, when you go to the chiropractor, it's basically them snapping your body back into place or jerking your body around, which, I mean, he's on the older side, so it makes sense that you probably don't want somebody doing that anymore. But he does acupuncture, and he swears by that. He's like, man, it's incredible. Because my dad, he has a lot of back issues from being in the car trade for so long, being a mechanic and whatnot, lifting tires, dropping tires, pulling engines, dropping engines in, working under cars, working under dashboards, all that different stuff really takes a wear and tear on your body. So can't say that I blame him for having those. But he does acupuncture now, and it helps out really well. I mean, he's gotten the surgery done too for his back, but the acupuncture is great for every now and then if he has a flare-up. Speaking of health, how long is our... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. No, our drive's still a little while. Okay. It was kind of the same thing I wanted to do. I wanted to see how far away we were. We're about 7 hours away, so that's fine. So, speaking of health, for those of you that have been here since last year, and if you have been, I do appreciate it. And for anybody that's here for that matter. But you may recall that I had a lot of health issues where I sounded terrible. And I may sound a little terrible right now too. And the reason is because I noticed I started developing like post-nasal drip pretty much. And I would tell you what it is, but I mean, you could just Google it and it'll tell you what that is basically. That's what's so great about Google. It's like a dictionary that you don't have to read, and you just search for what exactly you need. What is going on here? Am I not supposed to go down here? I guess not. I'm not supposed to, but it's allowing me, so we're gonna do it. It's just a truck that's lost most of its load there. But this road might be a little desolate for a while, which is okay. Man, really desolate. This is nice. Ain't nobody. Oh, but for the health. So, I found out the reason why. I didn't even know this is a thing, but I guess it's a thing where you develop winter allergies. And that's what they kept telling me I have. So I was like, okay, I guess just as I got older, I developed an allergy to the season. I don't know how you do that, but it happens, I guess. And we are speeding our ass off, but luckily there's nobody out here, so I'm not too worried about it. After a while, actually just recently I started doing this because I noticed it. I was like noticing like throughout the year I wasn't shaking whatever this post-nasal drip thing is, or anything for that matter health-wise. I'm gonna slow down now that I see cars. And I'm thinking to myself, why is it that I'm having this issue throughout the entire year? Well, the other day I was in my, with the way that my house is laid out, my bedroom is one room with the door to walk out to my hallway here where I have my computer and record. And then there's another archway that takes you into the bathroom. There's no doors separating the two rooms. And I looked up, and I mean, how often do you look up at like the top of your wall in your bathroom? I mean, I hardly ever do. I just use it to take a shower, look in the mirror, and then I go. But I looked up and I noticed that, and it's pretty bad. Oh, hey, getting into Arizona here. There we go. Crossed over into Arizona. Still on our way to Utah. But I had looked up and I noticed a few of these black splotches on my wall, and then I found a really heavy concentration of it in a corner, and I was like, is that black mold? Because I've had black mold in my house before. It was under my kitchen sink. Oh, please pull in for vehicle inspection. Okay. And I didn't know about it because my sink was leaking, and it was just leaking onto the wall, and eventually it created the fungus and it grew there. And oh, we're going over here. Okay, we'll slow down. We're slowing down. I'm slowing down for it. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Please don't write me a ticket. We're gonna just coast to the stop. There we go. Vehicle gross weight 59,306 pounds. These computers back here aren't that heavy. That's good. But yeah, I have black mold under my sink, and I was able to kill it fairly easily because it was under the sink. I would just pretty much spray it with home remedy to. Oh man, this sucks. I'm gonna have to wait. There you go. Especially with the cough there. But I pretty much sprayed it with home remedy, and then I would close the doors, and then eventually it went away. And me and my wife didn't have to bear the smell because you just closed the door and it was pretty much trapped in there. And I say bear the smell because the home remedy for it, if you guys ever need it, I mean, I don't know why you'd be watching this video for it, but is 1 part. Yeah, like 1 part or 1 cup of water for every half cup of bleach. And I pretty much just did a mixture of it. Oh, and we are now in Utah. There's a horn in this thing. Oh, nice. It does work. Okay. That's a nice throaty horn. So, yeah, I made the solution. I sprayed it, and then over time, probably about a week or so, it started to go away. So after I had taken a shower and I was getting ready, and I just happened to glance up and see it, I noticed that there was some forming up there. I was like, well, that's not good. So I started spraying that, and for those of you that tuned into my live streams that I did in December, I stopped doing them after I did 2 because I started to feel really sick, and I started coughing, and I was having a hard time breathing. I haven't had that problem since I sprayed and I started killing the black mold off in my bathroom. I think that's what's doing it. Because I've been told, and from what I've read as well, black mold actually releases fungus and stuff in the air that actually causes you to have excessive allergic reactions to things, as well as it, I mean, obviously it's a pretty serious health issue if you don't take care of it. So I'm thinking that's the whole reason why I've been having this problem, because ever since I sprayed it, I've been spraying about 2 or 3 days now, and it's almost all gone. And I spray it about twice a day. I spray it once in the morning, I spray it once near late afternoon, early evening, so that way it has enough time to vent out of the room, and then me and my wife don't have to be sitting there breathing bleach all the way, Bluff, Utah, here we are. But we're not breathing bleach while we're sleeping. And it seems to be helping. It's either that or I changed my sleep position and I'm not like leaning back so much. I don't know if it's one or the other, but that's helping it. But if I do both, for sure I don't feel any of the symptoms I usually have, and I have that. What it does, like with the allergy and the post-nasal drip, is it triggers your body to think that you need to cough to clear your throat when you really don't need to. It's just like an irritation to it. So by doing what I've done, I think I'm getting rid of that now, so I should sound a little bit clearer and be a little more healthier sounding, I guess you can say. I feel so stupid. I should have, jeez, what is this guy doing slamming on the brakes on me? What the hell is going on? Uh-oh, I think we just had an accident in front of us. Yep, had an accident. That's what's going on. We got room behind. Yeah, we don't really have room. If this guy. Oh yeah, dude, I can't go nowhere. Sorry about you. This guy's stuck here. I'm gonna have to get around it. Looks like this guy had an accident. Yep. Smacked into a truck behind him. It looks like. Yep, right there. That truck. Had an accident. It happens. That's why they call it truck simulator. That's what happens. There are accidents. No wonder that dude slammed on the brakes. Although he was a little too cautious. He could have kept going for a while. He was okay. But yeah, I felt like such an idiot when I saw it. I was like, I need to check a little more often to make sure I don't... Oh, there's the cop to go check on the accident. But I need to check for stuff like that when I'm having some real health issues. Because, I mean, I've been living with that pretty much for an entire year, if you think about it. Other than the fact that it was kind of dormant during the summertime, which makes sense because of the change in the... Yeah, I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down. Ooh, that's a nasty fender bender there. But, yeah, I mean... That's a real health concern to be sitting there just breathing in fungus and the different things that it releases into your body every night. So I got to be a little more cautious and a little more observant of things like that. Let's see here. How far out are we from our destination? We're still about 4 hours away. Okay. I'm letting the truck take its own momentum down this hill too. That's why we're going a little slow. I wasn't sure how curvy this road was going to be. I don't think I've driven this way before into Utah. That's why I'm a little hesitant about driving through it the way I am. Oh, that looks so cool behind us in the mirror. The sun coming up like that. Just shining on the snow. It's really neat. Speaking of snow, so this mod, it comes with two different versions, which I obviously have the one because I didn't slam into that truck when he was coming to a stop, but there's one where it's just the snow, so the environment is snowed over, and I'm assuming when it rains it snows, which is cool too. And then there's another one that adds the physics to the truck too, so it feels like you're driving in the snow, and sometimes you'll hit like black ice and slide and whatnot, so definitely would be a challenge for somebody like me who's not very good at driving in this game. So I just kind of was like, yeah, let's deal with the one that's not gonna cause me too much of a headache, and I'm gonna power slide into somebody not trying to because I slipped on ice. Nike. Just do it. Sponsored. I'm just kidding. The sponsored episode. Sponsored by Nike. I wouldn't mind being sponsored by Nike, like athletes. That'd be a great sponsorship. Getting free Nike apparel all the time. Give me some Jordan shoes. That would be fun. That'd be cool. I've always wanted a. I have them on my Amazon wish list. I've had them on there for about 7 or not even that long. I don't know, maybe it has been 6 or 7 years. I have the retro Air 1 Jordans on there. I've always loved the original Jordans, and oh, there's Nos. And I've always wanted a pair, but I can't justify paying that much for shoes. I just can't do it. When I was growing up, $50 or $60 for shoes was pretty expensive, and today and age it's probably even more than that. I don't really buy too many shoes anymore. My work shoes are stainless steel, and the company allocates us like, I think it's $75 towards our shoes, so I pay maybe $5 for some steel toe shoes out of pocket, and then oh, our lane ended. I didn't even realize it. So, and I wear my work shoes most of the time, and then around the house I don't wear shoes. I just barefoot it because I'm trying to relax and be comfortable at home, so don't get to wear too many shoes. I have quite a bit though, and they're all pretty newish. Like for that reason, I don't get to wear them outside of like everyday stuff outside of the house. Like I have a few pairs of Converse shoes, and I have some PF Flyers, which look pretty much like Converse shoes, and then I have some DC skate shoes, and that's about it. Probably like 3 or 4 pairs, and that's way too many. I don't need any more than that. The amount that I use with them. My cement truck mitts are there going by. So speaking of the snow too, again, going back to the snow actually, not speaking of, going back to the snow again. During the holidays, Thanksgiving holiday, first off, let me know how your guys' holiday was. I realized I didn't even make an episode for it or anything like that, or talked about it since then. But mine was pretty good. Got to enjoy basically 3 in a way on the actual holiday. I went to my dad's house and celebrated with him. His wife knows this farmer or something out in Vermont, and he does this special thing. If you watch Bob's Burgers, they kind of did a funny thing about it, but they do he does this thing where he raises the bird. It's all organically raised, not injected with steroids or anything like that to make it bigger. And then after he kills it, he puts it on dry ice and then ships it to you. So my dad had a turkey flown in from Vermont, which was pretty funny to hear, but I'm gonna be real honest, you can definitely tell the difference between that and then like your everyday bird from a grocery store. The thing tasted amazing. It was really moist. It was just amazing tasting. So I had that, and then after we did that, we went to my wife's family's house where we had sister dad wasn't in town. He's in Mexico right now. He's in Puebla, where I went a couple years ago when I had mentioned that on the channel for Christmas. He's down there right now, and he's the only one that likes to do turkey in their house. I'm trying to get over, guys. I'm sorry. It's just never mind. We're slowing down again. But since he's the only one that likes to do turkey in the family during that time, on my wife's side, they didn't do turkey this year for Thanksgiving. They did pupusas. I think I said that right. Pupusas? Yeah. Which are really good. It was really delicious food. And we brought some home and had leftovers. It was amazing. And then that was on Thanksgiving Day. And then I was a little poor from Black Friday, so I didn't get to do any Black Friday shopping. And then, oh, got some frame drops. And then I got some frame drops. Oh, we're going to discover something else here, too. As we're behind the home store truck. But after that, we didn't do anything Black Friday because me and my wife were both a little poor after spending money on the holidays, and then, or not for the holidays, but on our bills. Like I finally paid off my debt to my kitty that passed away earlier this year. I had to take out a loan to pay for medical bills, and I finally paid that off. That was really good to be able to do. And then Saturday we didn't do anything, and then Sunday we went to my mom's house out in Orange County. Oh, it's another recruit area. Cool. More employees to hire. But Sunday we went to my mom's house out in Orange County, California, not Orange County, Florida, like OCRP. And, oh, please don't pull out Greyhound bus. I'm trying to just slow down for him. Okay, thank you. And we had turkey up there, and my mom did it a different way. She cooked it in a crock pot. And man, that thing was juicy too. So it just sat there and just slow cooked, and all the juices just got absorbed into the meat. It was delicious. That was pretty fun too. Get to spend some time with my mom and my wife, and then my aunt and uncle that live up there near my mom. They were down too as well to come have dinner with her. So, and she does same at my dad's house too. My mom does all the fixings. We had mashed potatoes, we had cornbread, banana bread, there is apple pie, pumpkin pie, cranberries with cranberry sauce, yams, just everything you could think of. My mom likes to do all the work. She gets up early and she gets everything pre-cooked and ready to go. So then again, there's usually only 3 of us that are attending, but in this case it was my aunt and uncle, so there was 5. But again, when we were done there, we came home with a lot of leftovers too, which was pretty cool, to say the least. I got to enjoy turkey a few extra days. Some turkey sandwiches and just a full plate again of leftovers, which was pretty nice too. But again, I wish I had recorded an episode for it. I hope your guys' Thanksgiving was pretty good, and oh, okay, no, he's good. He's still climbing. He's just having a hard time getting up the mountain. This might be a longer episode than I had anticipated. I didn't think it was going to take this long to get here. Like, how far out am I? Wow, I'm still 2 hours away? Seems like I've been driving forever and talking forever. I guess they really needed computers in Utah, though, so they paid me to make the drive up here. Guess that makes sense, though, that it took this long, because now that I see... Oh, obey speed limit, don't drink and drive. Okay, well, we'll do. It's kind of hard not to obey the speed limit. 80 miles per hour? Jeez, that'd be nice. In California. Just be flying through. Actually, I shouldn't say that. In California, most people, at least by me, most people do 80 miles per hour on the freeway. Even though the posted speed limit's usually 65 or 70, they don't care. Just be flying down the road. Not to be a hypocrite, though, because most of the time I'm driving at about 75 or 80 on my car, too, when I'm on the highway and it's clear and safe. But man, there's some people on the road just, whew. Some that'll be doing 90, 100, even on the highway where I'm at, and I'm just like, my God, man, you trying to kill yourself? It's ridiculous. Like, I'm sitting here doing 75 or 80, and I'm looking at them like, man, you guys are crazy. They're just walking past me, basically, at those speeds. And you know they're moving pretty quick. Nice for a chippy, though. And get him a good ticket for somebody being that ignorant. As a state trooper goes by us there. Jeez, goes by us. I don't know. English, I forgot it. As I hit the waker upper. Or the shoulder bumper. I don't know. I've heard them called different things. What do you guys know them as? I know these. Here. Right there. I know those as waker uppers. That's what I've always been told they are. Ever since I was a kid, that's what my dad called them. But I've heard people say, no, that's not right. It's called a shoulder bumper. I've heard it's called shoulder lumps. I don't know. Just I think some people are just trolling me and saying, no, you don't know what you're talking about. This is what it's called. Just so I can call it something stupid like that. I don't know. Shoulder bumpers, that doesn't sound like it relates to the road, if you ask me. And what time are we going to be there? 9 o'clock. Okay, well, you guys wanted to see the snow at night. We're gonna get to that too. And we're gonna put our lights on. Wow! That is one of the new light mods for the game, and that is bright as hell. Jeez, you can see everything like that. If it's safe to do so, I'll take us outside the cab again and we'll take a look and see what they look like, if there's anything different visually with it, because that is pretty bright. There's definitely a change to it. I didn't see a visual change to the headlights when I made when I purchased the mod, or yeah, the truck mod. I shouldn't say mod, because then you guys think that I bought a mod for the game. But I mean, when I did the mod in the mod shop, let me see. No, they look pretty much the same. Oh, that was close. Woo! Really had to get into the brakes there. That guy's getting off there. Looks like we're continuing on. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a longer episode, so for those of you that didn't want a long episode, I apologize, but I usually get a lot of people that ask me to do a little bit longer episodes, so for those of you that like to see longer ones, this one's for you, I guess. Even though that's what I wasn't trying to do. It's a 240. We didn't check. How far out were we? About an hour and 20 minutes. It says 67 miles. We're expected to get in at about 9, just a little after 9, so 9:01. So we're getting, ooh. What was that? That was strange. Almost felt like a tire went or something. Something was bumping my... Did I hit like a reflector in the road? Let me see. If I do this... No. I hit a pothole or something? That was really weird. I was just driving along and all of a sudden my wheels started to jerk, and you could definitely hear it was something from the game too. You can hear the trailer swaying back and forth back there. Oh, that was cool. I barely caught a glimpse of that train. Oh my god, is that my light way over there? My headlight? Hang on. Let me see something here. See how far this light shines. Wow. Yeah, I think that was my headlight way over there. That's insane how bright they are. I don't remember if that was a... I don't think that's an ATS mod. I think that's, or an ATS feature. I think it's a mod for ATS. I'm trying to remember now. This poor guy in front of me, I feel so bad for him right now. Being in this big truck and he's in his SUV. These lights, I'm probably lighting up his entire interior. It probably feels like it's a sunny day for him. Look at that. My God. Let's give him a little horn. Sorry, man. Flash him a little bit there too. Apologize. I didn't know they were so bright. I think it's a mod though, now that I think about it, because one of them is a halogen light, which is just probably the normal light you get in the game. And then there's these, which I think are LED lights, which makes sense why it's so bright now. And then the last one was xenon lights, which I was like, I'm not going to do xenon lights. That's just going to be a blue light, basically. Maybe I should do a xenon light, see how it looks. Maybe we'll do that with the next episode. Ooh, let's slow down. lot of traffic going this way. Well, posted speed limit's 50 and I'm doing 60. Oh no, okay, it's dropped. It's changing, that's why. Ooh, to Interstate 15. Oh, this guy's really into the brakes again, trying to help traffic out. My spacing has been bad all this episode. You'd think I had that ice mod in right now, how close I'm getting to everybody. And how I almost rear-ended that one guy that I had to swerve into the oncoming lanes. Luckily, nobody was there. Normally, I wouldn't have done that, but I noticed nobody was there, other than the Humvee that was in the far right, I guess you can say, lane, although it was far left for us. What are we doing on fuel? I didn't even check that. Yeah, we're fine, okay. So I was taking a look at ATS mods again, too. And I had a few people that replied back and did tell me that they really enjoyed that Raptor episode I did, where I pretty much just explored the map a little bit up in Washington. Thinking I'm going to do that again. I did have a lot of fun doing it. I'm really surprised too, because I didn't think I would have fun doing it, but after I did it and I was done, I was like, wow, that was a lot of fun. I want to do another one. So I'll probably be doing a few more of those. But I wanted to try it out, but I'm not sure how stable it is. Oh, we're in our city that we need to be in, Provo. That's how it's pronounced. I'm probably saying that wrong either way. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. But I was looking at a Land Rover that looked pretty cool. I thought it'd be pretty neat to be driving like a nice luxury vehicle like that. Oh, it looks like there's something else to discover over here too. Been discovering a lot of stuff today. Well, not stuff, I guess you could say a lot of recruitment agencies, since that's all I've discovered so far, but 2 of them. Oh, this guy's gonna go. We'll let him go. He's probably not dropping off where we're at. Speaking of Hummer, there's the H3 over there. Looks like. Or an H2 without the back. This is different. I don't think I've ever did a drop-off that looked like this. Let's see. Where do you need it? Let's play it safe. Or sorry, I'm in a hurry and skip. Let's do where do you need it. That looks like a lot of blindsided yeah, a lot of blindside driving there, so we'll see how it goes. I'm terrible with that. This says deliveries only, so we're going this way, I guess. We'll pass the employee cars. I'm assuming anyways this is employee parking. Well, that way customers can park closer to the store. Alright. And there we go. This is where Let's Play It Safe was, I think, was just like right here along the wall, but I think where I'm going is to an actual dock to drop this thing off. Let me see, how are we looking? I see a trailer. Oh, I see a few trailers. Oh man. Oh, that's gonna be tough for me. Alright, well, hopefully this episode isn't that much longer because I can't freaking get my truck to drop off this trailer correctly. I shouldn't say my truck, I should say me if I can't back up this trailer correctly. So let's do this. There we go, get lots of room with it. Put it in reverse. I'm not sure if those yellow posts there are like hittable or not. I sure as hell hope they're not, because that's gonna just make it that much harder. Oh man, I can't see. That looks about right. Nope, that's not right at all. I do not trust it. I'm pretty sure I'm aimed right at a, yep. I'm aimed at a wall or a post at that point. We'll give it one more shot. If this doesn't work, we'll do the outside view cheat one that nobody likes me doing, but I am not good at this stuff. Doing blindsided drop-offs. Let's see. Unless we get really close, then we'll keep it going. Alright, let's cut it there so we can get it back towards the spot. We're going to try to straighten it out. Nope, let's cut it even harder. Let me see. We're almost onto the dock ramp, it looks like. Ah, that's pretty close. I think we'll keep trying. Try to make it as legit as I can. Let me see. Lean over here and I can see it. No. I don't know why you would put two yellow posts like that. Let's see back here. Aimed at the stairs, but that's just a quick change there. Nope, that's not just a quick change. We're still aimed at those stairs. Okay. Really close to this thing and then cut away from it. Okay, I think we got it this one. We're pretty straight now. Lined up with the dock door. If this is it, I'm gonna be proud of myself. Sorry, I'm not sorry, but this is pretty difficult for somebody like me to get this drop off to work without an outside view. Parking brake on. Let's fix our wheels, straighten it out. Let's kill our engine, get out and take a look. There's Sienna again. Nice! Damn, that is pretty, I'm sorry, but that's pretty impressive for me. Go ahead and decouple the trailer. And we are done. We got an excellent ranking on that. Drove 551 miles, took us almost 13 hours to do. We consumed 93 gallons of fuel, almost 94. The base reward was 15,000. We got an additional 4,000 for our proficiency. Got another 1,000 for the distance it took, because we did drive from New Mexico to Utah. And then another almost 3,000 because it was fragile cargo, a bunch of computers, and they needed it urgently, so we got another 2,000 from that. So that was nice. We earned almost $26,500 and we made 1,570 in XP. So we're about halfway through to our next level up, which is pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. But until next time, take care.